This is Black Titanic. Get that life of share and subscribe. You're listening to Casino Raw Jazz Band.
So viral how young Kathy Hoskins in here talking about that they wanted to figure out what's going on with these kids. They trying to take my baby because my other daughter passed away. So yeah, you get that young.
This is taken from the beautiful Lady Bull, right? At least I'm not black. This is a brother that's speaking facts about the anti-blackness amongst the people of color. Here he is.
Pushback from other minority communities towards black people when we talk about black liberation or black unity. And it seems the last few days, the ICE protest has brought something up that kind of justifies this. So let me explain this again. The account that I had that video on has been banned, so the video clearly TikTok has taken it away. And I never got to post it on Instagram. That was before I started posting on Instagram. So basically, this is what's going on. There is a global cast. Sorry, I'm just trying to enjoy the sun. There's a global cast globally, right? Of which white Europeans are on top and black Africans are at the bottom. Everyone else is in between. Some people like their position in the caste system, some people don't. But one thing is clear is nobody wants anyone who's beneath them to come above them. Last year, I remember I got an invitation when I was at the height of my doing lives on TikTok. I got an invitation by a Puerto Rican, and she wanted me to come to her live. I came to her live. As soon as I came in, she switched up. It was a completely different story. She was talking about how the Black liberation movement is taking away so much attention from the Taino indigenous movement. And I'm like, why did you bring me here to accuse me? She was like, yeah, because you're leading the Black movement on TikTok, and there's so much attention. People are watching your videos. They're not watching. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's when it hit me, and I realized Black liberation is a time bomb to every single person, including white people, mostly people who are not white. They're the ones threatened the most by this, and let me explain it. Let me give you an example, or let me play a scenario out here. If you remember, there was a story of, I remember watching a video too, it was on YouTube, of an Indian guy. In India, they have the Dalit, the Brahmin, right? They have more, but the Dalits are at the bottom of the caste system and the Brahmin at the top of the caste system. 90% of the Indians you see in America are all Brahmin. The ones you see doing the Indian street food, those are the Dalits. So basically, this Dalit guy goes to drink water at a tap in India, but the tap apparently belongs to the Brahmin. And a bunch of Brahmin kids caught him and they beat the shit. They were his age. You can see they were his age, but they surrounded him, they beat him up, they pissed on him, they made him apologize. And I was saying, that guy, after going through that much humiliation, he's got nothing else in this world. In his world, he lives in India. He just got pissed on for drinking water at a tap of people who believe they're superior to him just because of how ugly his caste, right? When he's done taking all this shit, at the end of the day, he gets to go home and cry and rub his wounds, and he gets one thing. He gets one thing. Him, every Latino, everyone else in this world, they get one thing. They get to look in the mirror and say to themselves, at least I'm not Black. Because we are at the bottom. So they have nothing, but at least they have an entire racial group to look down on. So now we started this whole Black unity, Black liberation, and everyone knows the potential that Black people have. They know the potential of the Black America. They know the potential of the Black Caribbeans. They know the potential of the Black Europeans, and they fucking know the potential of Africa. And every one of them sits down and goes, holy shit, if these people actually achieve what they're trying to achieve, they're going to go from the bottom to the top. They're going to mess up the entire global racial order. The global caste system is going to be thrown into disarray. And here's the thing, no one knows which one of them is going to end up at the bottom. Everyone is afraid of being at the bottom. The Indians don't know if it's going to be them. The Latinos don't know if it's going to be them. The Arabs, the North Africans, they don't know if it's going to be them. Nobody, all these races, the Southeast Asians, they don't know if it's going to be them. The Eastern Europeans, the poor ones, the Slavs, where slave comes from, they don't know if it's. No one knows what us throwing this global order into chaos would look like. They just know that it will get us from out of the bottom and put us at the top. And you can't spend your entire life looking down on someone only to realize they're about to do something that will make you look up at them. Everyone, not just white people, everyone works against this. Black people, I need you to understand, when you come online and someone is arguing with you, the first thing you do, you need to go to their profile, look at them. For me, if it's a private account, I'm blocking you. You're not a black person. You're not a human. You're talking to a bot. I'm talking to a Chinese man. I'm talking to an Indian. I'm talking to a Latino. I'm talking to somebody that is not black. If they have followers and they follow people, 0 pictures, 0 uploads, delete. You can use your discernment. My thing now is if it's not an actual real human that I am looking at, we're not having that conversation. If it comes to blackness and issues of race, I am blocking you, and that's it. But the point, I hope everyone gets the point I'm trying to make here is, one thing everyone who's not white has in this world is at least I'm not black. And black unity, right, is trying to take that away from them. And they cannot, they can never have that. Because if we take that from, what else do? That is the only thing they have left in this world. And we're trying to rob them of that by uniting. They can never make that happen.
Now, this man makes a lot of sense, and I agree with what he said.
By way of Tariq Nasheed, this is what black people go through daily, y'all. A white supremacist Karen completely destroyed over the fact that black people standing up for themselves. And she's going to call her a nigga, then run to the police and cry victim.
No. I mean, you're sorry. I'm sorry for the looting. I'm sorry for everything. What do you want from me? Why would you call me a nigger? Yeah, because you want driving. I'm so fed up with all this shit. This is her. She lives in South Holland. This is the lady. And we got cameras today. Please, I can't take this anymore. I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to move out. No, she called me a nigger and then she drove here to cry. She passed me. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with. Left. Okay. And that's what we're dealing with. I witnessed the lootings. I can't take anymore. I'm trying to move. It's okay to call somebody a nigger because you're tired of looting? Yes, I'm tired of this. Did you hear this? You guys call each other that all the time. Shut the fuck up. Call the police. Tell them what you want to tell them. You're on camera. You're the white lady who calls somebody a nigger. It's fucking 2020. You're pathetic. Take this anymore. Please call her an officer. Please. Call her an officer. Call her an officer. And what do I do? Better call her a nigger. Is that right? I'm sorry. I'll file charges for that. Take mine too. Because you want to pop up with niggas today. I got time, lady. I'm so tired of this. I'm tired too. Black people been tired for 400 years, lady. What the fuck? I lived here. I wanted to get along. Come on, call the police you want to call so we can file the crimes that we want to file. Because y'all got time today. Ain't it chill, lady?
Okay, listen. It's funny, y'all. This coming from Tariq Nasheed. Dana Horton from Facebook. This was in 2020. But in 2020, you guys, I did not see none of y'all out there. No Asian, no Latino, no nothing. I was out protesting because black people was being hunted down like animals and being, deleted like animals in 2020 by these race soldiers. But let's just see what's going on. Shh, by Dana. Another Karen. She drives to the police station after calling a queen the N-word. Oh. And Justin said, and she really asked, why can't we all get along, stupid ace? They should fine her for wasting people's time. Lorella, they need to start arresting these people for falsely reporting this news. Now, had it been the sister wouldn't have followed this lady to the police department, I guarantee you, allegedly, she would have made a false report. This is Black Titanic. hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Now, this is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I need you guys to subscribe. I need 500 more people to subscribe, and I need 4,000 watch hours in order to be monetized. But this is Philip Scott podcast. He's talking about the Vietnamese woman says Asians think that they're white. So they practice anti-blackness. So what's going on is that now the Latinos are out there protesting. Where are all the black people? Where are all the black people? But we have to tell these Latinos that we will not get out here and protest with y'all because y'all been practicing some nasty racism against our race. Now you want our help.
Her children will come out like charcoal. And if they did come out like charcoal, what's wrong with that? Nothing at all. So what the hell? And in the Asian world, it's even worse. You talking about other groups mimicking us. Asians copy us way more. They're sitting up here getting hair fades like mine and getting the texture of their hair like my texture of hair. That's what they're doing. They study our music. They study our dances. They're braiding their hair in the Asian world. I seen a sister on TikTok that was in Thailand, and the Thai lady braided her hair very good. You couldn't tell it wasn't janky or nothing. They're learning everything about our culture.
You deserve compassion and choices in your healthcare. Learn more at cnc.org/now. A mind-bending mashup of pizza and tacos.
But they don't want to beat us. They don't like us. I think that is the weirdest thing ever. If I don't like somebody, I don't want nothing to do with them. That's how I feel about it. If I don't like you, if I don't like your people, if I just don't like you, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want.
So they're saying, where are all the black people? Why aren't they helping us? This is what the Latinos are saying. But we're not the only race. Why aren't you asking the Asian people to help you, right? Ask them to help you, right? We're not getting out there. We're setting this out because every time we get it, come down and help y'all out, y'all use us as a shield. Y'all start throwing rocks and burning up stuff. And say, oh, it wasn't none of us. It was them black people over there throwing rocks and burning up stuff. That's what y'all do when we come out and protest to y'all. Y'all be burning up the stores. Y'all be throwing rocks at the police and then put it on blacks. We're tired of it. We're not coming out there and help y'all protest. You Latinos, ask the Asians to help y'all.
The topic on why Asians don't speak up when it comes to a protest or speaking up for our rights. Because they honestly do not think they're a minority. A lot of Asians live under that whitewashed world. And that comes from me speaking from experience. As a Vietnamese woman with black kids, I've heard every racial slur there is. Why are you with a black man? Your kids are going to be dark. Your kids are going to be like charcoal. Majority of Asian people are Trump supporters. They don't speak up. They don't fight. They don't speak on the situation. They don't even like talking about the situation. And when they do, they sound stupid and ignorant. They don't like doing that because.
So one thing about the Latinos, 60% of them, they voted for Trump. Trump said he was going to be send y'all back home, send y'all back to Mexico. Then y'all thought that he was going to be deporting African Americans. Y'all don't know the law. African Americans cannot be deported from this country because we are citizens. On top of that, when Christopher Columbus came here, he said he saw black people greeting him. We were already here. We've always been here. So we won't be getting deported. So y'all thought that if y'all vote for Trump, he'll be deporting black people back to Africa. The jokes was on y'all.
In their mind, they're white. Majority of Asians feel the whiter the skin, the better. And that's all I'm going to say on that. That's why they don't speak up. That's why they don't make a scene when it comes to fighting for our rights. Because they think this is not going to affect them. As the 12 Vietnamese male techs just didn't get deported because they're illegal immigrants. So let's be clear on why this is happening and who it's happening to, because it's just not Mexicans, okay?
As you heard what this woman said here, that her community is basically whitewashed. They feel that they're not like the rest of them. See, white supremacy has had a horrible effect on the world.
Okay, y'all go out and Phyllis Scott podcast. Y'all have to see the rest of this. Please check this brother out, honey. He has some fantastic videos. It's a Philip Scott podcast. Vietnamese woman says Asians think they're white and practice anti-blackness. Check him out, you guys. Check him out. Welcome to the home of Arthur Omer. This is your grandma speaking. This young man named is Samuel Kumar, and he is so talented. Look how lifelike that he's making this artwork to be, you guys. I got this off my Facebook, you guys, and he is just fabulous. It just like looks so real. One of the subscribers said, "Oh, this look real. Oh my God!" And then another person said, "I pray Kuma get his due it incredible artistry." Yes, he's really good, you guys. And it does look real, right? So fans are speaking out. They love you, Samuel Kumai from Ghana, you guys. This is Arthur Oma and your grandma speaking from America. Anyway, you guys, I just like to sum this up with that. I've been on so many protests, you guys. Y'all know I was out there doing the civil rights movement. I remember when they would not allow black people over here. It was a few they was letting through, and they had to have a sponsor. But we fought for you guys. We fought for the Africans and the Haitis all across the diaspora, the Caribbeans, to come over here. So I think that one thing Trump has did was open up a dialogue so that we can talk about this, all this anti-blackness. I saw so many videos saying that. Okay, well, our parents told us don't fool with those black Americans. Don't fool with them. That's what they're saying. And then it gets over here and they look down on us. But we love Africa. Only thing we want to do right now is to be left alone because we are extending our hand to you guys and y'all gave us y'all butt to kiss. So it's not all of you Africans, but some of you. Anyway, I can't talk because my children is Igbo Americans. And they know nothing about Africa. Their dad is a Nigerian. Anyway, love all of you, love all my black people, and I hope that we can unite nationally. Nationally, it might go against some of the FBAs, but FBAs are not prejudiced against all Africans. If you're going to stand with us, we want to stand with you. If you don't want to be bothered with us, we don't want to be bothered with you. And that's just how it's going to be from now on.